RPENTER 31.11.
Keep going.
Everybody ready? Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm gonna say a little statement here on behalf of Occupy Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter what the press says. It doesn't matter what the politician or the mob say. It doesn't matter if the whole country decides that something wrong is something right. This nation was founded on one principle above all else. The requirement that we stand up for what we believe, no matter what the odds or the consequences. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. Words of Mark Twain. We are 2 days after the third deadline of the Occupy eviction. We all know the whole saga on that. I'm not going to deal with that. We are still here at People's Park. We have multiple Skycam teams and local hotels overlooking this area right now, as well as over a dozen video live streamers from Occupy Pittsburgh and Global Revolution from Occupy Wall Street here right now. We're streaming live video feeds of the park. We've been doing this for several days. And that's for our commitment to hold the police accountable and successfully protect our family and friends here at People's Park. It's become apparent that the Allegheny County Sheriff's Department is not coming. We have in this instance seen a severing of the control corporations the 1% are accustomed to have over public spaces and officials. BNY Mellon has not been able to force our elected Sheriff, William P. Mullen, to remove himself from his role to protect democracy and suppress the free speech rights of Occupy Pittsburgh. We know that Sheriff Mullen does this at risk of being contempt of court, and we appreciate and applaud his informed judgment and willingness to stand up for the rights of his constituents. In closing, I would like to read Occupy Pittsburgh's statement on who we are and remind you all of why we came here. We, the individuals of Occupy Pittsburgh, have assembled to resist and abolish the political, social, and economic injustices that confront us in our communities. We recognize that the current system encourages large corporations and the wealthy 1% to wield excessive influence over our political and legal systems, economy, and culture. We recognize that this prevents genuine democracy and deprives us of our liberties, sacrifices our health, safety, and well-being, threatens our relationship with the rest of the world, has destroyed and continues to destroy cultures and peoples throughout our world, and critically compromises the ecological systems that sustain life itself. We are a non-violent, decentralized movement working to create a just society. We are claiming a space for public dialogue and the practice of direct democracy for the purpose of generating and implementing solutions accessible for everyone. To this end, we are exercising our rights to assemble peacefully here at People's Park, to speak freely, thus demonstrating our commitment to the long work of transforming the structures that produce and sustain those injustices. Also to that end, we are working against all forms of inequality and discrimination, including those based on age, ability, diagnosis, size, religion, or lack thereof, class, culture, immigration status, nationality, history of incarceration, housing status, race, color, ethnic background, indigenous status, sex, gender, identity, and sexual orientation. We stand in solidarity with those who have come before us in Pittsburgh and elsewhere, who have fought for political, social, and economic justice. We are united in strength and courage with the occupations around the world. We are your next-door neighbors. We are your friends. We are your relatives. We are the 99%. At this time, there will be no questions, but every member of Occupy Pittsburgh is encouraged to come up and say a couple words.